Welcome. So let's check out what our new contract is. If I remember correctly, we left off with advanced crude orbit. We need to complete the first EVA, the first rendezvous, and the first docking. So basically the Gemini program. Let's see what contract we got offered. Rendezvous is first. Okay, no, wait, we have already accepted one. First EVA. So, we need to have at least one crew member on board. Since it's a Gemini program, I guess we take 2. We need to reach orbit of at least 150 km, perform an EVA, and transmit the data back to the KSC and return home safely. Alright. The experiment is the EVA report, so no science experience required. Everything else is pretty straightforward. So let's do this one, I guess. Space Junkie, welcome. How is your day so far? Wait, let me guess. What is the time for you? You just got up, right? Isn't it like really early for you? Let's see. Second generation space capsules we have unlocked. Which is the Gemini cabin and all the associated stuff. Equipment section, nose cover, nose fairing, orbit attitude and maneuvering system, attitude and maneuvering. Wait, what's the difference between the two? We'll see. Landing parachute, drogue chute, re-entry control, retrograde section decoupler. Okay, retrograde section. Ay. Okay. I'm good. It's 6:30 a.m. So you just got up, right? Yeah, good morning. I'm good. About to get a coffee. Yeah, enjoy. And Servus Max, na? Auch alles klar bei dir? So, let's see. Don't we need a Gemini grade heat shield thingy? Was that a separate node or was it lunar rated heat shields? Apollo command module. Oh, okay. Ah, Gemini lunar heat shield? Is that the one? Possibly. Let's check the VAB quickly, if we already have it. Dr. Punish! Hello, good morning. Oh, not good morning anymore. Hey. Thermal. We have a Gemini heat shield. Perfect. So it looks like we have everything that we need. I've gotten back into RP-1, but 3000 kilometer downrange is killing me. Yeah, that was a tough. Was it 3000 or I guess there's also a 5000 one. But yeah, those were tricky. Tricky. Also because MacJab, etc., they can't really help you there. It's like just have to eyeball it somehow and kind of get lucky, right? So, let me quickly bring up a Good. Project Gemini. What was the launch vehicle? Launch vehicles. The Titan II. Let's try to rebuild that. Okay, it is. What is it? We have parts here. It will search for Titan II. What does this one say? Ah, the version used on the Titan 1. Okay, maybe. Titan 1 burned kerosene. Oh, while Titan 2 burned propellants. Okay. This seems... They have the same name. I'm a bit confused. It's just double the first one, right? Okay. And then this is also for the booster. Oh my god. Also used for the Titan series. Powered the second stage of Titan launchers. Okay. Oh, and we need the big boosters again? No, I don't see any boosters on Wikipedia. Also, where is the mention of Titan in the description? I don't see it. I don't think we need it. Anyway, first stage is LR-87. Yep, these ones. One of them. But why does it say? Why do we have these? Modified version, burning liquid, blah blah blah. We'll see. Maximum thrust, 1900 kilonewtons. That sounds more like we would need this one. But we'll see. Okay, second stage is the LR-91. This one. Yep. With 4. That's not the numbers on Wikipedia that I see here. Maybe a different variant or something? We'll see. Okay. That is... Alright, let's see where we can get this. I'm opening an image here. Ah, yeah, they have the dual ones on the bottom. Okay, all good. Look at the chat. Yes, Rakete bauen, Max, ganz genau. I think I should just start from 1957. What's the first engine you said? LR-87. Yeah, the first one is the LR-87. Do you get to choose the year where you start in RP-1? So long ago when I started my career. I don't really remember. Also, never look at the date in my current playthrough. At some point, it's my first playthrough, so I did a lot of testing and failures and whatnot. At some point, I stopped looking at the date. It's already 2000 something, and we are just starting the Gemini program, right? So, anyway, I'm just doing it for the fun of recreating all the stuff. So, we start. Let's filter for Gemini stuff. Of course, we start with the Gemini cabin. It's this one. This looks cool. This is the base. And this can also hold 2 Kerbals this time. Crew capacity 2. Let's rearrange this stuff a bit. Alright, so crew capacity 2. Now we need to figure out where all this stuff needs to be placed. Let me put that a bit to the side. So we need to read the stuff that is displayed there. Alright. You get to choose from light satellites or heavy ones. It's in the settings when you create a new game. Wonder how cramped Mercury was. Really, really cramped. But not as cramped, I guess, as the Vostok one. Anyway, you get to choose when you start. I remember that I got to choose the satellite program that I wanted to do in the administration building when I choose the program. But not that when creating a new game. Anyway. So we have the capsule. Next thing I would guess is the heat shield. Like this. Now, Gemini rated. What does that tell us? Hatch? What? Does it have a hatch? It's a hatch. What's going on? Why does the heat shield have a hatch? That is interesting. Okay. Now that we have that, let's see what else we have here. We have a Gemini aerodynamic nose cover. How does that look like? And where does it fit? I have no idea yet. Okay. We have the drogue chute. That also, I have no idea where that fits. We have the equipment section. I would guess goes somewhere here. Max heute Abend gegen später, aber 9 oder 10 oder so wahrscheinlich. Ja. So, your Gemini is launching on a Titan 2, right? That's what I read just now, yes. Should be a Titan 2, correct. We have a retrograde section. Looks more fitting. See? That looks better. Do we get to choose some different variants here? Potholes. Enabled, disabled. Okay. I guess we can see through this thing here, and we also get these here. Okay. Paint. White. Black. Okay. Okay. Right. What is the difference between boilerplate and white? Ah. Nah, we go with white. Okay. Ja, bis dann, Max. Cool. So, this looks promising. Promising. Then we have the landing parachute system. The nose fairing. Oh yeah, where is... I wanted to check what the difference between those two here is. This tiny thruster is nevertheless more than sufficient to maneuver the Gemini capsule around in low orbit. This part is configured as an engine. Okay, and what does this one read? This tiny thruster is nevertheless... no, same text. This part is configured as RCS. Ah, maybe that's the difference. One is an engine, one is RCS. So I guess we need the RCS version. Now we just need to find out where to put it. We'll see. Where does that fit? That seems to be fitting on here somehow. It's the landing parachute system. And this may be... That looks wrong. That looks wrong. Really wrong. Oh no, I can't select it. Ah, I can. No idea. We have a fairing. Okay, that looks like that. That definitely goes there. We have the retro rocket. Gemini retro solid derived from the Star 13 orbit insertion motor. Place in 4x symmetry in the gaps of the retro module. Which one was the retro module? Equipment? Retro section. And there are 4x gaps? I guess the round ones. No? Maybe there? Ah, look at that. Okay. I learned something from the Mercury capsule, right? Okay, we have that. We also have the retrograde section decoupler. Let's not forget about that. Guess that goes exactly here. Looks correct. Okay, we are getting close. We are getting close. Something goes on the top here. What goes on the top? This one? Maybe? That looks like it fits perfectly. What is this thing? No idea. Okay, we got... We didn't get the drogue chute anywhere yet. Why does these wires have such a strange... form? Maybe it goes here somewhere? Ah, look! The same as with the Mercury parachute. Goes exactly into this thing here. Okay. So then we put you back on top. Okay. So we have this. We have the nose cover. We have the cabin. We have the drogue chute. We have the equipment section. We have the heat shield. We have the landing parachute section and the nose fairing. What we don't have yet is this orbit attitude maneuvering system. But we have some unused thingies here. And also here. One. Not sure how these behave. Anyway, we have... Oh, a re-entry control system. Haha. This section contains fuel and thrusters to provide Gemini free access attitude control after detaching the adapter section. What? Re-entry control system. Why is that so small? Where does it go? Does it go here? Maybe. Like this? Sound looks correct, I would say. I'm back. Welcome back, Space Junkie. It's getting there. We have almost used all the parts that are available. What we have not used is the attitude and maneuvering system thing. How big is that stuff? I don't know. Where do we put those? Where do they go? I mean, it looks like they are supposed to go somewhere. Put them here. In 4x symmetry. Or here, or do we not use them at all? Because all this stuff already has RCS and whatnot. I am not so sure. What kind of fuel do we have in here? Okay, we have... Oh, we can paint it white. Let's go with all white. And in here, oh, we also have a lot of fuel. Okay. All kinds of stuff. Equipment section. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Could be it. Let's see, what do we have? 3.5 tons already. We're looking at the Wikipedia image. It looks accurate except for the paint. This looks more like this. And for this one, we don't have custom paint. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe I can find a nice image later, which is a bit more zoomed in on the actual capsule, because I really don't know where attitude and maneuvering systems go. Maybe we will find out once we are in orbit. That we will find out. Okay, so looking at the image again, there seems to be a, I don't know, close. Does this thing have a decoupler? No, right? Doesn't. Does it? Doesn't appear here. Aerodynamic nose cover? This section decoupler? Okay. So we need to add one, no? I guess. Looks like it. I mean, here it doesn't provide any. Let's read through it. The equipment section. It contains O2 and H2 for fuel cell consumption and life support. It also contains fuel for maneuvering and attitude controlled thrusters. Maybe they go here somewhere. This is the configuration as found on Gemini 10 Plus. RCS, ratio, blah blah blah. I don't know. I would just go and put a... This is not the one. It's under coupling. So I guess it should have a decoupling feature. Also a decoupler. When I say enable staging, it doesn't do anything. What do we have? We have the retrograde section, the re-entry control system, parachutes, 2 of them, retrograde section decoupler. That's this one. The retro rockets. This is the Gemini equipment section, yes. And this is the nose cover. How do I decouple this thing? Select style. Paint. Oh, what is the OAMS thruster attach point? Right now it has 2. What happens if I select 4? Ah, was that the change? What changed from 2 to 4 now? Ah, maybe this. Interesting, interesting. Let's see. Ah, there it is. That is confusing. Let's do 4. Okay. Is that correct? Do I need to put them? This looks more correct. And one of them is RCS mode. And one of them is engine mode. Let's go with this. Wow. Okay. Back to our original question. Sorry. Got distracted a bit. We still have this decouple thingy here, which I don't know where to put that. Since I don't know where to put that, let's put a... Which one? A ring decoupler? This is all Mercury stuff. Since I don't know, let's just use a procedural one for now. Because I'm a bit clueless. We will have to optimize that later. Oh, what kind of diameter do we have here? 280, okay. Yeah, why not? In Kerbal Space Program 2, OEM attachment refers to original equipment manufacturer parts that can be attached to one another for better performance and structure. The term is a repurposed version of the real-world manufacturing term. Okay, yeah. Where it refers to parts. For KSP2, is any part specifically designed for the Kerbal Space Program? Originally designed. Yeah, okay. But this is OAMS, not OEM, right? How do we get to this OEM stuff? No. Okay, let's build the second stage. Apparently, we need, for obvious reasons, avionics, right? We said it's 280, which is a really strange value, but that's how it is. Then let's go with the modular tank. Does Wikipedia tell me the diameter of the tank or something? Diameter, it says 3 meters. Sounds more reasonable to me than 280, right? The 4 nodes part of the name indicates that this specific part is designed for 4-node maneuvering. Yeah. The orbital attitude. Yes, this means it's equipped with 4 sets of thrusters, which can be used to control this. Yeah, I put in 4 in RCS configuration now, so yes, it should be fine. What I'm a bit confused about is why this is so strange with the diameter here. I think I'm missing something still, but anyway, let's continue here. Do we have a texture that is for the Titan or Gemini rated stuff. Select. Soyuz? No, okay. The core. The nose. Just have generic stuff and Soyuz and R7 stuff. Oh, that's well, not what we need. And here, most likely it's the same. Oh, we have Saturn still. Generic, Shroud, SLS, Direct, Delta, RD, blah blah blah, Skeletal, Centaur, more Saturn, Atlas. But nothing specific for the Titan. Okay. I love how the design team really put the extras and such and so much detail. Yeah, it's really nice once it fits, right? Once it fits perfectly into each other. Super cool. Okay, let's continue from here. We have the... Now we need to search for Titan. Second stage was the LR-91, this one. Let's leave it like that for now. We can move it a bit later. So we have rated burn time of 2 minutes 40. Let's fill it up. Let's first check if we have different... see, though it says the... and this one also has the correct amount of thrust, like on Wikipedia. Speculative config, okay. Second stage engine of the Titan II. Yeah, let's go with the AJ5 then. Okay. 2 minutes 40 we said? No, what is that? 3 minutes. 3 minutes now. Okay. We fill it up. Okay. And we got 1 minute by now. Let's go and bump this up to, what did we now say? 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes. Should be like that. And give us 5000 delta V almost. This is nice. Let me jump back to my Wikipedia image. Okay, currently is fairing. Oh, not payload, interstage. Kinda looks like one of these. Kind of. Let's see. What did we have? We have 3 meters still. Yes. Okay. We can reduce the height a little bit here. 1 meter sounds reasonable. And we put on recolorable ones. And we... let me select the fairing, please. Okay. Put some extra height. Is that enough? Looks like it. Okay. Okay, on my Wikipedia image. This looks a bit... variant, yeah. Well, okay, no. Maybe I'm wrong. Wrongly interpreting this. This could be it. So what have we filled it with? Arrows and NTO. The markings are different here, right? Looks more, a bit more like this. Yeah, let's go with the 1.x Caronox. Not so sure if this is accurate or not, but let's see what we can put for the fairing coloring here. Preset egg shade recoloring UI. Here. Okay, what do we have? Atlas, checkers, fuselage, gamma? No. Gamma. KSLO, Long March, Saturn, Soyuz, Titan. Look at that. Ah, so these are fairings. Okay. In that case, I guess this should be gray. With a different base? Interesting, interesting. Vortex. We have one that's fitting. Not really. But this should now be gray at the top and only have this at the bottom. I don't know. Let's go with this for now. Okay, and here we have the Titan recolor. Yeah. Let's stick with that. Go a bit upwards. Alright. Because a next stage. Yes. We need a new avionics core with 3 meters. Good. We need a new tank. Good. 3 meters, please. Good. Then we put on the bottom this one. At least that's what the Wikipedia image is suggesting. It has 2 minutes 17 of rated burn time. So we put in fuel. Oh wait. Maybe we can select a better engine here. This one is already better. This has a better ISP, less thrust. Let's see if the thrust is enough. Fill the tank with the 87. And this one has a rated burn time of 2 minutes 30, which is 150 seconds. 2 minutes 30. That's quite much. 2 minutes 30, come on. But we are still very short of enough delta V to reach an orbit. What is the problem? Am I missing? Did it have a third stage or something? Wait. Stages 2. First stage is this one, which should provide 2,500 delta V. Oh. Yes, we're even better off. And the next one is 3,300 seconds. Wait. Oh no, burn time 180 seconds. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And this one has a burn time of 2 minutes. It's also fine. Why don't the numbers add up? What am I missing? What am I missing? Am I missing something? Not so sure. Not so sure if I am missing something. Because 8,200, that is not enough, right? Am I screwing something up here with staging, maybe? Let's see what kind of launch clamps we have here. Which one is good? Good for our purpose. I think we go again with our standard solution. Which will be this. I just like the Apollo style launch clamps. Okay. So let's go a bit over our staging and over our avionics configuration. Because somewhere something doesn't add up. The engine, that is fine. We don't have boosters attached. Maybe we need the boosters, but I don't see any boosters. Interesting. Anyway, so we have that. Then at some point we stage with hot staging, I guess, like this. And then, oh yeah, the launch clamps, of course, they need to go here. Good. Then we decouple this decoupler that we have added here. Yes. We enable. What do we enable? I'm a bit puzzled on what we need to enable here. I guess this one is correct, definitely. At some point very late, we can get rid of the aerodynamic nose cover. The parachutes, they go somewhere here. Then we have the re-entry control system and the retrograde section. So the re-entry control system, I guess, can go here. The retro rocket for the orbit. And the equipment section. And the retro section decoupler. That one goes here. Oh, look at that. Something changed. Not much, but a bit. Okay. Okay. Let's go over our avionic course. This one needs to control 140 tons. Good. This one needs to control, let's say, 35 tons. Good. Oh, we are closer to 9,000 already. How high are we? We have 31 meters and 130 tons. And Wikipedia says 33 meters? We are missing something. And 340 tons. Maybe due to the better engine configurations. Ah. Sylvia, you can go in here. Perfect. Let's just do a simulation. And see how it goes. Fingers crossed. And welcome everyone who's watching. So this is the first simulated launch test. I'm not so convinced that we will make it to orbit. I think we lack some delta V. But right now I'm also not so sure where you would get it from. Huh. Launch guidance. You can go up here. These stats, they can stay down here. Good. Maneuver node we don't need right now. Alright. What does MacJab say if we tell it to go to... Is this staying like this? This nose cone here? I'm not so sure. That's correct. We want to go to 200 kilometer and it says we have some delta V left. What is happening? How is that possible? Anyway. Apparently it seems to be possible. So, let's give it a try in 3, 2, 1, ignition. Oh, that is an interesting sound. Okay. Not looking so bad. Guess we can time warp a fair bit. I always love going through the clouds. That is looking really nice. Zoop. And here we are. Blue sky. Okay. Enough playing around. Let's focus on the important stuff. First staging event is incoming. Sylvia is having fun. Oh, our oxygen reserves are low. Ah, just for the engine. Okay. So, we should see a staging event soon. And we did. Cool. We have hot staging enabled, yes. Okay. So there is that. We have 5,000 Delta V left. That is super nice. But now it says we are lacking 200 Delta V to get to a nice orbit. Let's try and time warp through this stage here. Somewhere we need to get 200 Delta V's from. Ah, we haven't checked out yet how it looks from the inside. Ah, we have those two. Ah, it's exactly placed on the... That's nice. And can we actually push buttons? No, I don't think so. Can we? No. But it's looking cool. I want to play around with the IVA stuff soon, but... Let's see, 20 seconds to go. We are lacking 250 Delta V. Bad. It's really bad. We are not in an orbit. Okay, it tries to do stuff. Yeah, I see. Okay. Let's revert to launch. We maybe can tweak it a bit and see how much Delta V we can save by lowering our orbit. We just need to get to 150, right? Not 200. Also, some teeny tiny bits we can tweak with... We're not maxing out the engine burn durations yet. So, if we go here to 1... Wait, let's first see how that looks. It says we have 151 left. If we now go to 155... That's already 300. Okay. Would be better. There also is this launch countdown. I have never found out how this works. If I hit staging, it just goes. How do I trigger this launch countdown thing? I have no idea. Awaiting liftoff. Yes. 300. I don't think it's enough. Let's give it a try. That's some nice sound. Yeah, as we are going up and up, we seem to lose. Is it because of the nose cone, maybe? Or because of the diameter mismatch here? 68. We're closer, but not close enough. We are 68 short. Yeah, that's not an orbit. Anyway, we have some time here in our suborbital trajectory, so we could see if we can do an EVA. And apparently we can. Probably drag from atmosphere. Yeah, I guess. I don't think this nose thingy here is very aerodynamic, to be honest. Heroxis, welcome. Was bist du, Lars, ne? Schnelles in der Mittagspause. Ah, bin krankgeschrieben im Moment. Yo, so we are in. We can do an EVA report. We need to do it in 2 minutes. Do we have a jetpack with us? We can let go. And apparently quickly grab, because have we not equipped a jetpack? We are doing the report, but we are not. We don't seem to be having a jetpack. Yeah, okay. Then we better stay here and don't move. Okay, yeah, but it's running. Okay. The EVA report. Why do we have 2 EVA reports? It's strange. I mean, they're also counting the same number. That's interesting. Why have we... because of the staging event. Yeah, so we're on suborbital. Trajectory thingy. Are we able to? I would really love to. Maybe I'm missing a mod, but shouldn't there be an IVA control thingy somewhere here? Center of mass shifter. What is that? Interesting. There is a descent mode. Huh. Anyway, an injection seat is available. Oh, we don't need that right now. But yeah, we don't have anything. Okay, sensors we have. That's of course good. Communication, command, habitat, science. Yeah, maybe I need to check out if I have installed the correct combination of IVA mods. Anyway, I would like to now simulate, since we are suborbital anyway, a re-entry. So let's try to point retrograde. We have enabled the, which one was that? Attitude and maneuvering system. Shouldn't we able to have some control at least? Apparently we don't. These are not doing anything. Okay. If we enable now the equipment... Ah, it's not enabled, I guess. See, now it's enabled. Haha! But it's using these and not these. Interesting. Danke, Lars, danke. So this should be retrograde. Stop the rotation. Right. So far, so good. Next stage is going to be the retrograde section. And now we have a problem because we cannot decouple this Equipment section. Ah, that's what we were... Disable cross range safety. Jettison. Huh? Look at that. That is exactly what I wanted to do, because now we have the engines free here. And then we can fire the... Maybe not. Why are they not firing? They have fuel. Do I need to enable the stage? Yes, I think I do. Yes. Okay. There we go. Oh, they have quite some... why are we rotating? That's bad. Okay. Interesting. That is all very interesting here. How did we get to this rotation? Anyway, we can now stage this thing here. Aha, we also staged apparently the fairing thing. Exposing the parachute. Getting rid of this. That all looks quite nice. And now we have RCS control back. Okay. Let's get to re-entry heating. Sylvia is having fun. And I think we need to get down to 70 kilometers or something before re-entry heating will start. Now we should start to see something. Yes. There we go. This looks nice. Is she looking? Ah, yeah, looking right there. Okay. Good. Let's get through re-entry. Oh, that looks cool. That looks really nice. Look at that. Okay, we made it. Okay, going further down. What is it where we are landing? I have no idea. Parachutes? Are you doing something, or what do I pay you for? Okay, there is. This should be the drogue chute, I guess. We are already at 23 meters a second. Okay, it's opening. This slows us down to already 9 meters a second. Was that it already? I didn't even see the drogue chute opening. Maybe at a kilometer something happens? Or maybe not, I don't know. Nope. Anyway, we are going down. Have we transmitted our science stuff already? EVA. Whoa. Okay. Oh, okay. Does its center of fuel turn mode on? This is... Something's going on here. Offset limit. I have no idea what this does. Anyway. Wanted to check out data. What did we transmit? Transmission. 15 credits. Crew report? Okay. EVA. I guess it would have worked if we would have stayed long enough. Okay, well, we are alive. It seems to be all good. Now we just somehow need to get some more delta V out of this thing. Question is, how do we do that? So let me try to find some more images of the Gemini rockets and stuff. Is this a nice... But they all have this ugly nose at the top. That doesn't seem to be very aerodynamic, I have to say. They all have that. Okay, Wikipedia doesn't seem to be... Gemini... Let's see if I can get some more images. Aha, look at that. That doesn't look to me like this. Aha. Yeah, this. What is going on? Gemini program. Look at that. Okay. No, that looks correct. Interesting. Okay, it doesn't seem to be the nose. Although I really find it strange. Gemini. Outlook storage. How else? I mean, they say that they are using different versions of these engines. That could be it, but okay. This provides 3185. If we would now really be able to get to the AJ7, which we haven't unlocked yet, but we can unlock it, I guess. This would give us more thrust. And there's always a Kero variant of it, but what? It burns kerosene and liquid oxygen for civilian applications, okay. Okay, and this has more thrust and less specific inputs. If we could choose this, would it give us... Wait. $3,185 versus 3,500. Yes, it would give us benefits, definitely. And now it also contains the other. Yeah, okay. But I guess the same goes for the second stage engine. The AJ7 variant. So right now we have 5,332 and we would get not much more, to be honest. Interesting. Because this has a specific impulse of 315 and this had 321. I mean, this one has more thrust. Ah, but this also has 190 seconds, so we can up this here a bit. 190 is 3 minutes 10, right? Yeah, so we have a lot more here. And I guess this was unchanged, correct? 2 minutes 30, yes. But maybe we can tweak it a bit to the maximum. A bit of buffer is never bad, right? Let's not overdo it. The numbers went down a fair bit as well. We now have only 120 tons to control, and this one has only 30 tons to control. Good. That should leave us with a bit more delta V. Yeah, bye, Lars. Let's save this and test. If we can reach an orbit now. Then we just need to unlock this AJ7 engine variants. But we have over 1,000 science points. So the Mars and Venus missions, they gave us a lot of science points. And also the very first crewed and uncrewed orbits. No, the uncrewed no. But the crewed ones. So it says we can reach now easily our 155 kilometer orbit. Easily. At least that's what it says. So let's see if it's lying to us or not. That's an interesting sound effect. But why? What? 150 tons? Did it lie to me? The UI? It did. It did. Or it didn't. But I read the wrong number. So let's correct the avionics. Also, I still am a bit puzzled about the diameter issue. This is all, there is a piece missing or something. What? Because this shouldn't be. That is only 2 meters and 18. Also, we had a slight misconfiguration in our stuff here. So The retro section appears to me as if it does not have its own RCS control. So also these RCS thingies, they didn't seem to have done anything. Also, we can't jettison this thing here, but we nowhere see a note. We kind of have to do it manually. I don't get why. This is really a bit strange. Anyway, we can jettison it manually. All good. But we need somehow RCS control. Somehow. And let's go with the pothole configuration. I like that they can look outside. Okay. How do we get? We can leverage the RCS control of this one here. Then we need to put this in the same stage as this. Right. And did we even? Drop this part? Not so sure. Maybe we forgot about it. Anyway, okay, that looks now a bit better. I'm not sure why these attitude and maneuvering system node thingies here, they don't work. We will have to check that out again. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Enable autopilot. Start. Looking good. Now let's watch the numbers. So far we have a lot of spare Delta V 800, but now it's getting down again, and I'm not sure why. We lose about 500, 600 Delta V from the calculation. It's really strange. But at least we make it to our desired orbit now. That's good. So, orbit values are satisfying our contract, right? Reach orbit with a minimum perigee of 150 kilometers, perform EVA and transmit the data. Okay. So, we can now say that we want to separate this stage, yes. Now we enable those 4 RCS configuration thingies. And if we now say, please point... Ah, now they work. Okay. But they cannot make us point. Why not? Yeah, apparently I can only go forward and backward. No, I can only go forward. Why? We have full control. Can only go forward. Why? Only this works. Only forward, not backward. Nothing. Ah, makes sense. How would they go backward, right? Interesting. Maybe we have to do something different here. Anyway, we still need this. Oh, why do not enable those? Now we can't go back. But at least we can do the EVA. EVA report. 2 minutes. Let's go. Did she just say EVA via the radio? Interesting. We are back in. What does the mission log say? Maybe we haven't transmitted the data yet. Credits. 1 file at something. We lost connection. Data. We have data. The EVA report. It's still there. We need a radio connection. Give us radio connection. Come on. Here we are. Oh, and we lost it again? It seems to be really difficult. Okay. Now, what does the mission log say? Ha! There's the check mark! Now all we need to do is return home safely, which we cannot, because we burned all of our stuff. Anyway, how does it look like now from the inside? Where is our pothole where we can look outside? Nowhere. Where should it be? Shouldn't? We are looking outside this direction, right? So, shouldn't the pothole be right there above us? I mean, if we don't see it, we can also remove it again. Okay, let's do that. And now we can try the staging. Just remove this one. Okay, this. Ah, yeah, we are separated. Good. But now somehow. Ah, yeah, okay, we remove this. Disarm, toggle info. Yeah, so we learned some stuff. What did we learn? We can reach orbit. That is good. Once we are in orbit, we still have the staging problem there. Which is not a big deal. It's just annoying. We need to put those 4 engines on a separate stage so that we don't fire them prematurely. Good. We have these RCS thingies, which we can put so in, I guess. But this is a bit confusing me. Enable staging. I mean, does it mean once I enable the staging for simulated in orbit? Maybe it means if I enable it in staging, it will decouple. And that's why we don't see it. Maybe. Could be. Would also not be, right? Who knows? Hey, camera. Why are you doing strange stuff? Okay, we are in orbit. On the night side. So of course always the best side to test stuff, because you see so much. Thanks for nothing. Let's stage all this kind of stuff here. Then we should get rid of this and have enabled all these systems here. Which should theoretically... Okay, no, something now happened. But also this happened somehow. Let's do that again. Because that was interesting now. So we are here. We go through our normal launch staging. And now we separate. Means. There we have all this enabled. Okay. But we drop off this thingy here. But we do not... we don't have any... Okay, now we have... No, we lost the radio control again. I think we need radio control to test what we want to test. Come on! Can't be that difficult to just have radio control. Thank you. So, can we do any maneuver thingies? Use the light, apparently. Apparently we cannot. Interesting. But if we stage now... What is this range safety, by the way? Destroy? No. We can jettison this part, which is also not what we want to do. RCS is disabled. Why? But even if it's enabled, I cannot do anything. I want to put this part into a separate staging. Let's see if we enable those upper parts and the 4 engines next stage. Okay. We can do something. We can use these. We can use these. I'm sorry. We can use these. We can not roll, I guess. Where is... Yeah, we can. Okay. We have control in every direction now. So next we stage this one, which should eject it. It does. Look at that. Next. We should burn decouple and okay. We should be able to stage, and that should deorbit. Okay. There's a lot of stuff floating around here. And we are not losing our attitude this time. That's also good. Okay. And now when we hit stage, we should enable all of our parachutes. And get rid of the fairing. Why does it say crew hatch? Okay, let's see what happens. Didn't we just lose our parachute thingy? We only have the main chute left. We dropped the drogue chute. That's, I think, not exactly what we want to do. Okay, but now we could do re-entry and be on our way. Okay. Dennis. Welcome, Dennis. How are you? How is your day so far? Why do we... You're gonna do something. That is a good plan. Right? How does KSP work? Well, you build your rocket, EAB here, and then you fly it. And hope that everyone survives and nothing explodes, right? So, somehow, this fairing thing here, why is it jettisoned somehow? Is it connected to... This is not how I suppose it should be work. Gonna come back soon. B0 AWS. Bose? Wow. How is it pronounced? Anyway, this is career. RP-1. Yes, exactly. And we're trying to figure out how to correctly do the staging for the Gemini capsule. Because we get rid of all of this part, which we don't want, I think. I think we don't want to get rid of all of this. If we disable this staging, or just do it later maybe. We have this part somewhere here. Yeah, there. Maybe we can move it to this part of the staging. So we drop this and this. But the drogue chute, where does it pop out? Which one is the drogue chute? And what did we do here? Wait, we optimized this a bit, right? We have this part we have here. That's what we changed. Okay, let's do that again. With an O. Bow AWS? I'm sorry. Since we have some new viewers just joining, let's do a simulated launch as well. LES. No launch escape system. The Gemini doesn't have one, does it? It has ejection seats. Let's showcase the ejection seats. So imagine we are launching, right? We are launching. And now, apparently, we have an engine failure. What is going to happen? We have an engine failure. Oh my god, no, something happened. We have an engine failure. We cannot ignite anymore. God damn it. Eject, eject. Whee! There we go. There we go. Rocket is going down. That's gonna be a nice explosion, I guess. Parachute open. Oh! No explosion! That is pretty interesting. I would not have expected that. And yeah, well, now we can go down here. Nice and safe. So, this is how the ejection works. By the way, I just wanted to test. Is the ejection suit connected to the abort button? Let's give it a try. And then we will launch, go to orbit, and test the staging. So, we are somewhere here, right? Let's simulate that something fails directly, immediately after launch. And now we have an issue. Let's hit the board. Yes, it works. Bye-bye. There you go on your journey. And we just land safely here. What am I looking at? Bye-bye, where are you? I can't watch up high enough. Ah, maybe because I was... Yes. So, that worked as well. Now, let's go to orbit. Because we want to test the staging, right? That's why we do the simulation. But since you asked, yeah. We did the Mercury mission lately, and that one had a launch escape system. But this one has ejection seats. So, we want to go again to a 200-kilometer orbit, if that is possible. Could be, we'll see. Could be close. Anyway, let's try. Okay, I guess we can time warp a fair bit. let's enjoy going through these clouds. That's always nice. Yay! And as always, if anybody knows how I can make these dark clouds not be rendered through the white clouds, that would be super nice. Because I have no idea why that happens. So here we are at our staging event. That worked. And we can make it to 200 kilometers of an orbit. That's nice. Approaching. Sylvia, are you having stress? Or what is going on? No stress for Sylvia. Okay, we are in our desired orbit. That's good. So we can drop this stage. And apparently we have no RCS control. I'm really confused on why that is. Because if I stage now, I will fire up those motors. Oh no, that was not correct. We somehow have this. I know why. Okay, we can fix the staging. We need to put these in the same stage as the separator. Then it works. Okay, here we are. We go retrograde. We could now do our EVA. Let's do the EVA. First EVA ever. So we start the EVA report. Already running. And we need to go for 2 minutes, right? We can hop back in. Now we can do a nice re-entry, I guess. Because we have not all the check marks yet. Because we have not transmitted the data yet. We need to wait for that to happen. And for that we need radio connection. There we go. Now we should have a nice green check mark on reaching orbit with a minimum perigee of 150 kilometers, performing an EVA and transmitting the data back to the KSC. Good. Now return home safely. So we stage this one, which will dodge this back section here and fire up those 4 retrograde motors. That works. Nice. And our past stage should come right past us here. There it goes. We are suborbital. That's what the camera shake is about. Good. And now if we stage, we should enable the drogue chute and get rid of this back section there. That worked. We could also get rid of this here, right? No. That apparently did not work. Strange. But it has a decouple thingy. I want to do that. And this is the drogue chute, and this is the landing parachute system, which has apparently the main chute. Deploy. Decouple. Decouple. I don't want to decouple you. Let's go through re-entry. And then see how the parachutes work. Is it safe to deploy? It's safe. Now it would be risky. Okay. Once we are, it's gonna be a nighttime landing. That is unfortunate. Again, as always. Dangerous to deploy. Around 70 kilometers, we should see the first re-entry heat appear. Plasma. Oh, see, it's already heating up. There we go. And also, this should look quite nice from up in here, right? Yeah, it's getting more and more. Woo. Look at that. That looks cool. Really cool. And we should soon be through the verse. There we are. Reaching the G limit. Okay, but you made it. All good. It's unfortunate that it's nighttime now. It's really a bit unfortunate. But we still have our readings now for this parachute and this parachute system. Both are safe to deploy. So, if we deploy the drogue chute, we can't. Will it be deployed automatically? So unfortunate that it's nighttime now. It's a really crappy timing. When does the drogue chute deploy? Does it? Something happened. Okay, this is the drogue chute at 6. It deploys here. Okay. And it was apparently this one. And the other one then deploys when we go further down. No, because this is still not working as planned. The chutes, they are a problem. We first need to deploy the drogue chute, and then re-entry control. Staging is enabled. Or staging is disabled. I don't trust it, to be honest. So I would put it on its own node. And blow the nose cover with this thing here. That is how I would do it now. And we learned something else. That we need to put this separator with all the others. Save, simulate, in orbit, 200 kilometers. Oops. 200 kilometers, yes. Let's go. So we just go for simulation now directly in orbit because you already saw a nice re-entry, right? And also a nice launch. You saw everything. Yep, 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 yep. Here we go. We are in orbit. I don't want to do another nighttime re-entry. So let's quickly go to the next sunrise, which should happen soon. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's cycle through all our staging. Let's get rid of the launch stages. Then we are at this point where we decouple this and can point. Yes, it works. It works, it works. Good. So we are here. Now we can deorbit. Saying goodbye to the rest of the rocket. And now we can stage, which will get rid of the bottom section. Arm the drogue chute. And get hopefully rid of this top thingy here. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that worked. Exactly how I want it to work. And now we go through re-entry. Why have we lost? Ah, we haven't. Okay. I just thought for a second we had lost RCS. Would have been bad. Okay, let's go through re-entry and time warp. She is having fun. She is having fun. There we go. Re-entry heating. I mean, let's do less time for... because I'm a bit worried. Okay, we made it. So now it should, at I don't know how high, but it should, yeah, deploy the drogue chute, which should slow us down to about 40 meters a second. Okay, and now it cut it. That's bad. And now we deploy the other one. Uh-huh. Okay. Still not exactly how I envision this to work. I mean, it would work. We can even stage both now. But there is an option. This is not 100% correct. Because with this thing here, no, not this one, the parachute system, this one, would enable staging. And then it would get rid of this whole part. I guess this is how it works. Try another time. And then we are done. For the morning at least, or for now. Maybe in the evening we will do the actual mission. But it already looks quite nice. So we are back in orbit, if everything is correct. Yep, here we are, back in orbit. Let's cycle through our stages. Go retrograde. Alright, retrograde burn. Not now. Let's go to daylight first. Here we are. Good. And stage all the stuff. Yes. Okay. Re-entry. Here we come. Good re-entry heat. Let's go through the worst. In 4x time warp. Here we are. Rogue should deploy. There it is. Should slow us down. Once it deploys. Hello. Thank you. And then it's cut at some point. Maybe at 4 kilometers or something? At 3 kilometers. And then we can deploy. See? This one. That's how it's supposed to work. Then we go all the way down. But I would like it to be more in sync. You know what I mean? Here we are. I would like it to be more in sync, but if I enable the staging thing, it gets ejected. It ejects the whole thing. Have we maybe made a mistake in the order of things? No, doesn't look like it. We can remove this. We can remove this. We have this. Can we put this on here? And then this. That looks totally wrong. It is like this. It's correct. Okay, anyway, that switching stuff around messed up our staging again. Okay. Thank you for nothing. This is the drogue chute, right? Yes. This is... What is this? The equipment section. Why did... This is not correct. This has to be like this. And now has to go here. And this one I'm super puzzled. It has staging enabled. There is not much you can do besides that. So we just have to time it manually, I guess. Okay, that's how it is. How much does it cost us to build this thing? It's also a bit annoyed by this mismatch here. That this is not 3 meters in diameter. Are we missing something? What are we missing? Gemini. This is the equipment section. And we cannot really do much here. Style is just late or early. Paint. I don't know. Puzzled. Hi, Astra. Are you Astra from the Discord and TikTok? You just joined? Yes, ja dann, guten Tag. Wie geht's dir? Yeah, so you just joined once we are ready and done here, unfortunately. So I can quickly show you around a bit, but we are not going to do the actual mission today. So this is a replica of the Gemini. One of the earlier ones, it should be. Anyway, the capsule for 2 Kerbals, right? Drogue chute and attitude control and re-entry systems. There is a heat shield, of course, down here, and the retrograde section and the equipment section, which basically holds fuel. Then we have a nice second stage with an, what was the name, LR-91 engine. And then at the bottom is nice LR-87 that can bring us to orbit. What I quickly wanted to do is check in. Want to see all the stuff, or we want to move this in a bit, like this. I'm not sure what exactly is nicer. look at in the end. I mean, like this could be nice. Lipso! Welcome home from school, and then you joined my stream. That is very nice. How was school? And I think I will keep it like that, because I really like the look of that. And with this change, we can also reduce all of this a bit. Let's close the fair, because now we can reduce also this a fair bit. Yep. Good. Because this will also reduce our weight a little bit. And what I wanted to do is also check out the inventory here, but not essentially here. But how can I give her a parachute, a jet thingy? How does that work? Do I have to put it in the inventory here first, maybe? Where is inventory, by the way? Here? No. I have the free IBA mod installed, but it's not enabled. It's not enabled for the capsules then, I mean. Okay. Parachutes, it's not. Utility, yeah, I guess utility it was. Have I unlocked? Maybe I haven't unlocked it? We have all kind of lights. Launch escape systems. Jet. Pack. No? Apparently not. Okay. Then, no. In that case, we don't have it. Good. Let's save this. Gemini Mark 1. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting mission. Maybe in the evening today. Let's see if I find the time. So, with that, thank you for joining me. That was interesting. We learned a lot. And see you in the next stream. Don't forget to either follow on Twitch or my bot somehow only posts the YouTube link to Twitch. Why is that? Because the bot only works on Twitch. Haha, that makes sense. Yeah, so if you are watching on Twitch, you already got the link now to YouTube. But other than that, let me repost it, maybe. Quickly. I mean, if you are on YouTube already. Just, yeah, leave a subscribe or a like, and yep, there's going to be a edited video, of course, of the full mission, and you can also watch the stream as VOD, both on Twitch and YouTube, if you like. So, thank you. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Not too much homework. Lipso, right? And we